In 1925, a man flying from Casablanca to Dakar photographed a Barbary lion in the Atlas Mountains. This photo is special because it's the last known picture of a wild Barbary lion before they went extinct. Heath Ledger's haunting portrayal in The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus serves as a poignant reminder of his brilliance. Just days after this photo was taken, Ledger tragically passed away, leaving behind an eerie legacy of talent and unfinished potential. This is a picture of Freddie Mercury and Mary Austin in 1984. Freddie said to Mary in his will, "If things had been different, you would have been my wife, and this would have been yours anyway." A seemingly serene photo captured moments before the 2004 tsunami struck, portrays unsuspecting beachgoers unaware of the impending disaster. It's a haunting reminder of the sudden, overwhelming force of nature and the fragility of life in the face of such terrifying events. This picture shows a Japanese soldier wading into the sea off Cape Ndayadere, New Guinea, with a grenade against his head moments before it goes off, defying an Australian soldier calling on him to surrender on December 18, 1942. This is a snapshot from the last security footage of 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson walking inside the gym of his high school on January 10, 2013. The following day, his body was found rolled up in a gym mat. This is the last known photo of Janet Johnson. Johnson and another climber, John Cooper, died under mysterious circumstances while climbing Aconcagua, the highest mountain in the Americas, in 1973. This picture was discovered on a roll of film in Johnson's camera, which was found on the mountain in 2020. This is an iconic photograph of the notorious crime duo Bonnie and Clyde sharing a kiss, shortly before they were killed in a shower of gunfire in May 1934 during a police ambush. After suffering from an aortic aneurysm in 1955, Albert Einstein refused surgery, stating that he wanted to end his life gracefully. He was taken to the hospital but refused any further medical intervention. Einstein's last words were unfortunately lost forever since he said them in German, which the nurse treating him did not speak. Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, painted between 1495 to 1498, is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Hidden within its composition are rumors of cryptic messages and foreboding symbols. The deteriorating condition of the fresco adds to its eerie allure, as its decaying state echoes the themes of betrayal and mortality depicted in the scene. Some interpretations suggest secret codes, hidden music, or even apocalyptic predictions within the artwork, fueling centuries of morbid fascination and speculation about its true meaning. This video footage captured Notorious Big leaving a party in March 1997, just moments before he was shot 4 times. The final bullet was the only fatal shot. It entered through his right hip and struck his colon, liver, heart, and left lung before stopping in his left shoulder. He was only 24 years old. On April 6, 1893, Andy Bowen and Jack Burke fought the longest-gloved boxing match in history at the Olympic Club in New Orleans, Louisiana. The fight lasted 7 hours and 19 minutes, over 110 rounds. Bowen had originally scheduled the fight with another opponent. However, after dropping out of the fight, Jack Burke, who was the latter's trainer, fought the bout instead. It was reported that the fight went on for so long that the spectators who stayed to watch the fight had fallen asleep in their seats. In May 2008, Brandon Swanson was driving to Marshall, Minnesota, around midnight when he accidentally drove into a ditch. He called his parents, unhurt, asking for a ride. During a 47-minute call with his father, while trying to describe his location, Brandon suddenly yelled, "Oh, Ish!" and the line went dead. Although authorities quickly found his car, Brandon Swanson was never seen again. This is the very last photo of Michael Hinsberger, taken on May 13, 2010 by his wife as he set out on Carson Lake near Barry's Bay in Ontario, Canada. He never returned, and his canoe was later found empty, with both paddles still inside. On the day of Einstein's death, while most photographers and journalists hurried to the hospital to cover the story, only one photographer, Ralph Morse, chose to visit Einstein's office. There, he was granted access and captured the now iconic photograph of Einstein's desk, exactly as he had left it. This haunting last photo of 40-year-old Roy George Tinash Dikinyai was taken just seconds before he accidentally fell off a cliff at Victoria Falls during an outing with a friend. His remains were later recovered 5 kilometers downstream from the iconic tourist site in Zimbabwe. According to Zimbabwe's Newsday, he and his friend were taking turns photographing the gorge when he accidentally slipped and fell. A fellow tourist recounted, "We were alerted by the woman's scream, and she told us that he had slipped and fallen." In 1912, the RMS Titanic, a luxury supposedly unsinkable ship, struck an iceberg and sank in the freezing North Atlantic. Over 1,500 people perished in the icy waters as lifeboats fell short. The haunting, morbid tale of the Titanic serves as a grim reminder of human hubris, with passengers' final moments frozen in history as they faced the terrifying depths below. One of the final public images of Chinese Communist leader Mao Zedong was taken on May 27, 1976. He passed away later that year in September. This is the final photo of 18th U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant reading a newspaper at his home in New York just 4 days before he passed away. This was the last picture taken of Russian man Andrei Retrovsky as he fell from this building shortly after, all for a perfect Instagram post. In this photo, Ayano Tokumasu, a Japanese student, can be seen in the background, wearing red, standing and gazing at Niagara Falls. However, moments later, she lost her footing and tragically fatally fell. This is a photograph of MotoGP rider Marco Simoncelli just seconds before his fatal crash. He was taken to the track hospital where he was administered CPR for 45 minutes, but at 4:56 p.m. local time, less than an hour after the accident, it was announced that he had passed away from his injuries. This is a photo of Russian ambassador to Turkey, Andrei Karlov, on December 19, 2016, seconds before an off-duty Turkish police officer, seen in the background, assassinated him.